Oh, my mic was not actually on there. So hello now, actually. But today we have Lily and Jason with us. Our good friend Carlos here is not feeling so good, so everybody wish him to get better soon so he can be back with us on stream next time. But today we're doing custom sensor panel tutorial, which is just your IDA64 utility that allows you to set up a custom display, which is what I usually use for my mini monitor mod, but you could technically use it just on your desktop if you wanted as well. But let's see, do we have any announcements before we get started? We're going to be giving away some PPC's holiday swag during the stream today. So if you guys join in and start asking questions and stuff and chat with us, you may get your hands on some cool PPC stuff. I think Lily will be taking care of that, so don't be rude to her and then you might get something. First comment from Jason. Who else do we got? Let's see. We got 5 people watching. This is nice. Okay, so to start off, we need IDA64. I linked it in the previous post, but let's see. If you need IDA64, just type IDA64 in Google clearly and go to our downloads page. I usually get the extreme version, or just what I use. It's free trial for like a month or whatever, then you have to pay for it. So, but you can use it today, so go ahead and download that if you guys want to follow along during the stream. Oh, nice. Mike likes swag. Oh, I never said anything about how to get the full version. I just said you got to pay for it. There's ways around things, but we're not going to go over that during today's stream. So once you get IDA64, this is just what it looks like. Let's see. So what you'll first want to do, get rid of these stupid ads. Go to Preferences, I believe. Yep. And then you'll see this little toolbar on the side here, and you're going to go down to your sensor panel. Settings, then you're going to hit Show Sensor Panel. Then you want Prevent Sensor Panel from being minimized, and Lock Panel Size. And I actually don't know what the Enable Context Menu setting is, but other than that, you can lock the panel position, but it can be annoying to deal with if you do that. So you can play with the settings. The size, if you're using one of my little 5-inch displays that I've set up, is 800 by 480, but depending on whatever little mini monitor you have, or if you just want a display that overlays on your desktop, you can adjust that there. Once you do that, then you'll have, they give you a generic one. This is just the one that I've set up for my PC. We're going to make a new one today, but just so you guys can see kind of what we're going for here. It's kind of fun to play around with these just because you can display the stats that you want. As you can see here, I just have like core temps, my GPU temp, VRM, water, and then this is like system memory, my fan speed, and then frequencies and load usages. So you can kind of mess around with it and make it your own. But let's see, to start a new one, you will right click on the actual custom sensor display. Yours won't look like this. Sup nerd, says Mighty Voice. What's up, man? Sean is downloading IDA64, so if we need to, we can wait for him for a sec here. Shouldn't take long. But you'll have a blank one, or it'll have some, I believe it'll have some gauges and whatnot on it. So you can right click, oh, we do not click new. We do modify, and, or not. Sensor Panel Manager, sorry, there we go. Sensor Panel Manager, it'll come up with all your little gauges and stuff that you already have on there, and you can mess with those, but I figure today we'll be making an all new one. So I've exported this. We can just straight up delete all of these. So we're starting fresh. So to create your first item, you're going to go New, and you can pick out of whatever you want, a sensor item, a simple sensor item, static label, image, graph, or gauge, and I'll explain each one a little further. What I usually do first is I get my background image, because that's how, like, you saw that background in the image in there, to kind of clean it up. Otherwise, you just have a blank background. I have a picture here. It is in one of these folders. 1 second. So pick out a picture. I made it 800 by 480, obviously, for this display. So as long as you know how to use Photoshop, that's not that difficult. It is. Here it is, right there. So we've got a background here. I believe the position should be okay. I wish I knew where the display is supposed to still be here. Okay, so it likes to hide when we start adjusting things, I think. Oh, there we go. So it kind of fades out in the background there, but you'll be able to see it more in a sec. The next thing we can do is just create another item. Let's see, is anybody actually wanting to... He fixed his hair. I didn't fix my hair. Cody. I don't know, I'm terrible at Photoshop. Oh, well, I can read Cody speak, apparently. Opens the wrong picture. Yeah, well, I didn't mess up quite that bad yet. As far as what items you want, like I was kind of saying, it's going to be whatever you want. We'll just start with, what do you guys want to see? Let's see, a simple sensor or just a regular sensor item. We could do like, what's usually a good, I believe this is the gauge that like the bar fills up. So we could do like CPU utilization. Oh, sensor item is actually just a text readout, so I actually don't use that one ever. So we'll go simple sensor item. I'll show it to you guys just so you see what it's looking like, and then you'll see what we can do to edit it, because everything can be changed according to like color and everything else. So I think, yeah, which one was it? Are you kidding me? They updated this to 64, but it should still be, yeah, simple sensor item. Interesting. So modify it. The style, you can pick your colors here. The text on it, I believe the bar should come up. Let's see, it's showing a unit and it's just reading off a text. A text readout for the utilization, but we want a nice little bar that fills up and goes back down like I had on mine. Jason, have you ever tried playing with this? No? Where's CPU utilization? Oh, well, I was just wondering if you had any specific questions. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Did you? That I could mention that. So and if people actually want to stop by our Discord today while we're doing this stream, feel free to stop in and ask any questions live if you don't feel like typing them. We can link that, or I will. I'll link it right now, just so you guys have it. Once again, I've linked it a million times, but it should be coming up in guys' chats in a second there. But we got CPU utilization, and I do not know why it doesn't want to come up as a, let's just see what a gauge does. Text size, white, do black reverse, and we'll do a large dial. So like, there's so many different things you can do with each kind of sensor item. So really, like, the way I learned how to use this utility within IDA64 is just by just kind of sitting around and playing with it. So there we have a gauge, which is our CPU utilization. As you can see, it's just like stuck in the corner, but within the settings, when you hit modify, you got your X and Y coordinates. So 0, 0 is your top left corner. meaning 800, 480 is your bottom right corner, which you cannot see because it fades out in my background, but ignore that. So I think, I don't know, we maybe want this more in the center, so let's go like across the x-axis here, we will put it at 400, and then on y we will put it at 200. Let's just see where it goes. Yeah, so it put it more in the center. You can also use this little D-pad, I guess, in a sense, to move it over. Like you move it 1 pixel at a time if you wanted, or you can change it to 5, and then you can play around with it and get it to the right spot. But within more settings on this, like as you can see, the text is pretty small, so maybe we want to bump that up to like 12 here. You can change the font even, so like that looks interesting, I guess. Make it bold. You can change the style. Another thing you can do with the gauges, which I actually did with mine, as you saw my gauge, like there weren't green bars. It changes colors, so you can actually make it. How did I do that again? Yeah, custom. So you do your custom, you set the gauge to a custom gauge, and then you have states. So then there is 15 different states, and it's a pain in the butt kind of to go through Photoshop and adjust all of them. But you literally can download the gauge from Ida64. They have the downloads for you. You can go in Photoshop and recolor them and make a state for each section on the gauge. But that's kind of a little bit more advanced, and it's extremely time consuming. You guys can play with that for sure if you would like. So we can add another sensor item, because you just kind of keep going down the list here. We have CPU utilization, and we'll get them more organized as we get more in here. It's kind of tough to just like pick out a layout until you get what you want in there. So Jason, what should we monitor next? Memory usage. Jason wants memory usage. RAM usage or GPU memory usage? Well, that depends now, doesn't it? Okay, let's do GPU usage. It's right. The list is so organized. I love this. Let me make this bigger so we can actually see it. Lily, does anybody deserve a little bit of holiday cheer yet? Oh, you're gonna post a question. I like this. She's gonna post questions for you guys apparently, so you can win some. We could link. You could. I guess I'll link it really quick, or I'll show them on screen, I guess. So we have some PPC's ornaments for you guys that we made. I believe probably Jeremy helped with that mainly. We got like an acrylic cutout one, and we've got just your traditional looking PPC's ornament. So guys, answer the questions that Lily posts, and you can get your chance at winning some PPC stuff for your Christmas tree. But moving on, we have to find GPU usage. Show your pride. Honestly, my mom's probably gonna want to put one on the freaking tree. So where is GPU usage? Jason, why did you pick GPU usage and I can't find it? This is good. I like GPU utilization. It's gotta be memory clock, CPU. This is just silly. GPU memory clock. Oh, GPU utilization. There's a different icon. Thank you, Ida64. So we want it to be, so we have this one be a graph. Graphs are interesting. You can do all sorts of stuff. So you can have a line graph, area graph, or histogram. I personally like histograms. I can show you each of the different ones. So then you have, let's get this up so you can see what we're doing. I'll put it out there. Where did it go? Where did GPU utilization go? Here it is. So there's the crap graph that we have. We're going to make it look pretty though. So we're going to hit modify. Let's see. We kind of got, well, this gauge is ruining our color scheme, but maybe we can change that. Oh, maybe I don't like histogram. So histogram is just the bars vertically. This area graph that I prefer to use. We will make it, this needs to be bigger. So we'll make it like 300 by 100. The background can be black. Frame, it's nice as gray. Let's make the grid could be, we'll have it a lighter gray. The graph color will be white. And then min and max is 0 to 100 because it's utilization, so you obviously have 100%. Let's see, text can be a little bit bigger. And graph thickness and grid density. We'll get this to change, so we'll see how it looks now. Let's see. So it got bigger, and we've got, as you can see here, it's starting to show just a little bit of an area graph there. It's a little bit tough to see because the grid is kind of crap. It's not a good color. How will we make it light blue? Or no, we'll make the graph color light blue. Hank loves blue. Here you go, Hank. We'll make the area graph color blue. It should change here in a sec. There we go. You posted in Discord. You gotta post it in, did you post it in everywhere? Oh, Gamer Kitten, look at that. Great work. Greetings from Turkey. What's up, man? How's it going? We have at least 3 water. Nice. Oh, voices got you. So why isn't this changing to blue? This is a great question. It's supposed to change to blue. There we go. Now it reset. So you have to apply and then OK. That question's over. Who won? Tor did. Alright, Tor. Congratulations, man. I guess you could just let them pick which one they want. Either the ball or the cutout. RNG and just let Emily pick for you, or what? Okay. Andrew. So let's see, we've got a graph and we got a gauge so far. You don't like the graph? Okay, I don't either. The grid is the grid density, so that's what will change. I think that's what'll make it better. Nope, that made it worse. That's really bad. Okay, what the heck? Graph step. Why is I turned the grid density down. Let's go the other way then. There we go. That's a wider grid. It looks kind of goofy though. Graph thickness. So yeah, that's right. I'll turn up the graph thickness. The graph step is 1. I think that's alright. We'll move it around too. I wish I had mine sitting right next to me now. Load the GPU. What do you want me to do? Just run in Firestrike here in the other window? I don't know what I can do. I mean, we can open up Steam, go like this, put this over here. Then it's gonna open a game in my window. We're just gonna pick. Yeah, it's. I made it thicker, so you can make the actual thickness of the line thicker. So I think. Let's see. Like I said, I wish I had mine sitting right next to me because then it's easy to kind of like I do similar ones usually. But we got GPU utilization. The graph for the CPU utilization or the gauge, I don't like it. Maybe let's do both of these identical and then, because that's what I usually do, is CPU and GPU utilization, I have them as graphs. I feel like they look the best that way. So we'll do a graph and then we will do CPU utilization. I'm just voices watching on all 3. All right. And Andrew said Twitch is better platform than Facebook. The more people are watching with the Facebook stream since it's up, I would suggest a stream without the Facebook stream to force everyone to. Oh man, Andrew's into strong arming people into making them go where we want. I see. It's not a bad plan. So I think that grid density isn't bad as 20, and then we have it blue. So we're just going to make two identical looking graphs for the utilization of both the CPU and the GPU. And one thing that you can do, like with your background, since you can see here, this isn't labeling the graph itself, and as far as, yeah, there isn't any way to label a graph like this. So what I would usually do is, like, I'll edit my little background in Photoshop and I'll put text over it. It says, you know, GPU or CPU, so you can keep track of it too. Otherwise, it's kind of just a meaningless graph. Let's see, we get 300 by 100, and I think we made the text a little bigger. Yeah, okay. So they're not at all organized in any good position, but we will fix that in just a bit. And the graph thickness was 3. There we go. And it was an area graph. This isn't doing an area graph. Got it. So next on the list, we can move this one up. Next on the list, we will do, should we put water temp? We can do water temp. So we're going to do a new item. Stream because it just stuck at showing 1 viewer for me. Well, that's too bad. Oh, for anybody, oh, let's see. Matt's hair looks neat in this stream. Thank you, Tor. Sure. Ooh, that's a good one. But it's also a bad idea. Okay. If anybody wants to repeat it, just say so. That's true. Have you tried this yet yourself? Oh, okay. So I said water temp. Let's see. My temp sensor wasn't showing up at one point. Yeah, temperature 1. So if you have a temp sensor like I use, I will show you guys actually. I use one of these, XSPC temp sensor. It's just a G1/4 port temp sensor. We sell them in a bunch of different varieties here. These ones come with little temp display readouts. However, I just have the G1/4 plug version, which is somewhere around here. But it's just a G1/4 plug. I put it in my pump top, and it reads the temperature, which I then plug into my board, and it shows up in IDA 64 just magically, and we have fun with it. So we can do a, I want to figure out why. Yeah, so this is, the sensor item should create a bar. And where did temp go? So total width 200, label style, oh. So label, this is water temp. We'll keep this, we'll make it white text. And then you have your, this is the different bar settings. So the values and the units, we have a unit of degrees Celsius, so let's put C there. The width, we will adjust that as we go. Oh, show bar. So that's why it wasn't showing up before. There's too many little buttons to click, but you guys will just have to bear with me. And if you're trying it yourself, it's just a learning process, I guess. So we'll have this bar 200 by 50, let's say. And you can change, you can have it change color like as you go along. I don't know why it won't let me put it in. Let's see, frame, shadow. I was going to show you guys what it looks like so far, but it's being a butt. Let me see, place separate line, embedded, frame is gray, right to left. Yeah, like I was saying, those are like $8, and if you guys watched my little fan curve and stuff video, I did a little tutorial on how to set up fan curves. I personally use the water temp to display all of the, or not display, but run all my curves off of, so I kind of get a little more even curve because water temp doesn't fluctuate quite as much. But bar plus value plus unit. Oh, okay. So minimum 0, limit 1, will be, this is water temp, so we'll do like 10, 20, 30, 40 degrees max. And we can change those colors. Oh, we're not selecting a sensor. That's not, there it is. Temperature 1. Now it'll add in. Perfect. It put it right over our graph in a very convenient location. Amazing. So we'll move it down here. So it's kind of ugly right now, guys. My coolant is sitting at 31C apparently. But we will make it look pretty. But should it? Lily's got the question up. Water! We got water. Water is actually not a bad answer. Mm-hmm. Yep. True. Petro PT nuke. What about Mayhem's Biocide Extreme? Oh. Look at this. We got all different kinds of shills in this channel now. Temperature 1. It's not temperature 1. It's water temp. Shadows black. And then we're going to change the colors. So we're kind of going with white, blue, and gray here as far as I was going. I don't know. No one really cared, it seemed. So we will start with, let's see, low temperature could be like this dark gray. Then we'll go to a lighter gray, maybe. And then we will go to this nice, where's a decent blue? These blues are crap. There's like no in-between blues. Yeah, that looks alright, I think. We'll see. Interesting. So as it gets hotter, it'll get more blue. So it'll be a counterintuitive bar here, but you guys get it. I'm going for a theme here, not really for how it's supposed to be. We can change the text, because the text looks like crap, in my opinion. We'll leave it that font, style white. And then this is where the value and the unit come in. So you got your width. This width setting is your width for your text. So that messes with your spacing. And actually, what I was going to do, I always put a space at the beginning of the label, so that way it's not right up against the edge and looking all ugly. So let's see what that does. So there we go. It made it a little bit better, filled in a little bit more. That's not too bad. So you got your water temp there. We could get, let's get some more temperatures in here. So actually we're going to do a little trick you can do to make this faster. Click on your one that you already have done, because you know we kind of like how that one looks. It's alright. You can hit duplicate, and it will duplicate that exact sensor, put it in the same spot, and it's measuring the same thing, but you go in and modify, and now all you have to do is go to your list of things that you can monitor here, and let's find CPU temperature, because we'll put that as an identical looking little bar here. Temperatures, CPU. Okay. Now we gotta move it down. Oh, except for the only issue I have with duplicating is that we put the CPU scale as the same as the water, and I can guarantee you your CPU will more than likely get beyond 40 degrees. So our bar is a little messed up. So we have to change the scale. So minimum is going to be like, we'll do 10 degrees because I don't foresee it ever getting lower than that. Then we'll do like 30, 50, 70, and the max will be 90. That makes sense for a CPU. Nice. So we're sitting at a solid 44 degrees. And then, and see, now you can see the different colors for the different range. So we're going to space this. The degrees Celsius is actually a little bit wrong color, but we're going to go with it. So there we got CPU and water temp both out there. You can keep playing with the text as far as getting it to match with what you guys have for a theme, but we're going to keep going with the Tahoma text. Have we had anybody answer? Ethylene glycol from Jason. Beer. That's right. Do we have on-stream questions yet? I was going to say, guys, we have the Discord, and then today I created an on-stream question channel for if you guys just have like some random ideas or questions that you want to get answered, and I'd be happy to answer them on stream for you guys if you guys like to follow along and kind of just do it as like a QA. So anything with water cooling or modding or whatever you want to do, just ask away and I'll do my best to answer them. So let's see, we need another item. I usually like to put my RAM usage. I like to know my system memory. So we'll put that as a, what should we have that? We'll do a gauge, even though I could maybe find the gauge, like I said, is the wrong color, but if you guys are actually going to put the time into making your custom sensor panel, you can go through and Photoshop in the proper colors for the gauge, but today we're going to just go with the default colors. So what did I say we were doing? We're doing RAM utilization. Cyan, like the PPC's logo. Pink. The light blue. Which one? Which one? I know that's what the color that is. The graphs match that blue, and I use that blue in one of the temperature ranges for the bars there, but those change color as the temperature increases and decreases. I mean, you could have them all one color, so just the bar fills up and goes down, but I don't know. I like to, just because I have my sensor display like off to the side, if it changes colors, it's kind of easier to, like, it'll make you like look at it because the color changed, and then you're like, oh no. CPU temp, that's what we have right here. We have CPU temp right there. We got you, Sean. Look at that. I'm ahead of the game today. Dang. There's a first time for everything. GPU temp, yeah, that's a good idea. We'll do, so we'll, like I said, I kind of like to make the styles all similar. So since we're on temperatures here, we shall duplicate this guy, and we will make him into GPU. So modify GPU. Where's GPU temp? Temperatures. GPU diode. That seems odd, but let's see what it comes up. Yeah, that seems right. 34 degrees. We don't like that name, so we will modify the name. GPU. Put a space in it, and there you go. Now you get your GPU, your CPU. We got them all against this kind of side here, but be all right. Oh, you gave the next one to Andrew. Nice. Does Andrew even have his Christmas tree up yet? He's been working on his new build lately. Or his client build lately. He doesn't hear you two? Say I. That's weird. How does that... Because desktop audio isn't muted, but yeah, you guys aren't actually coming through desktop audio. So... what does that mean? I don't think they can. Voice is probably right. Yeah, Rutro's right. How would that be possible? So that means Discord must be coming through... Sorry, boys and girls, but I thought I had this set up properly. Is Discord coming through a different audio source or what? Yeah. So Tor says that he only hears me. Yeah. This is stupid. So where is Discord coming through then, if it's not on desktop audio? Yeah. Properties. Device. Here we go. Speakers, or is it... Let's see. You guys talk now. Nope, that's not right either. Real tech. Now does it work? That bar doesn't even move. This is goofy as heck. Advanced audio properties. Mic mix, like desktop audio. Well, shoot, Carlos knows how to fix these things, but poor Carlos is stuck in bed. Default. This doesn't make any sense. That's too bad. Nobody can hear you two. I mean, we can just keep the show going on, but I guess, yeah, you can do questions. She'll do questions in text for you guys, but we were like actually carrying on a conversation a little bit, so it's kind of, now I just look like a crazy person, but I guess nothing new. I mean, I can unplug my headphones here and like turn you guys up, but in OBS you can add in another, like I only have 4 audio sources, the webcams, my mic, and then desktop audio, but nothing else. Yeah, you let me know. We'll keep playing with this, guys, and we'll see if we can get our co-hosts able to be heard. So let's see, we have CPU, GPU, water temp. What else is a good temperature to measure? Does anybody have a, I'll rip you too, yeah. So let's see, do we have any other temperatures that we would want to measure? Lily, do you have any suggestions? Let's see. I always do each core, actually. I like to see what each core is at. Oh, an HDD sandwich. Yeah, I did that with my dad's build, and you did that with yours. The HDD sandwiches are usually pretty hot. But I don't even have, like, I mean, I have my SSD. We could measure SS, like the Crucial MS, or I could do the 950 Pro. The 950 Pro or the MX300? The MX300 should be, the MX300 should be fine. We'll try the 950 then. Did we duplicate this? Duplicate. And now we'll make it our SSD. I've never actually monitored the temperature of this guy. Oh man, that label is beautiful. So much. We'll just make it, it's gonna be called 950 Pro. I didn't know how much it is. Audio output capture. Where do you add a, so you do sources, and then you go audio output capture? Audio output capture. Add existing, no, create new. Let's do. So let's see, Discord should be coming through speakers is what it should be called. So we'll make it speakers. Sorry guys, let's see if this fixes it. Audio output capture. So you guys can try talking now. I can't even like monitor that, like the volumes of it, so I don't know how that actually works. Audio output capture. Well, we'll see if people say anything in chat. We had Tor say the VRMs we want to be monitored. That's a good one too. The 950 Pro is sitting at a nice 41C, so good to know. I've never actually checked that. Then we'll do VRM, and then we can try a gauge or something next, boys and girls. So we got. Yeah, can they hear that, Ethan? Yeah, question 3, what water cooling related thing would you do for a Kit Kat bar? Nice, nice. Did I do duplicate again? We're duplicating for Tor said VRM temp. So, which on here is, oh, we do have VRM. It shows a power symbol next to it, but I do believe it's a temperature. It's IDA 64 and being cool about putting just great little looking logos next to crap. So we got our VRM here, and it's moving slowly across the screen. There we go. So we have like a whole stack of temperatures here, and then we could add in a gauge. Let's do a gauge. We're going to do memory utilization with a gauge. Tough choice. Water. I was going to say, nobody can hear them yet? Not at all? But see it, or is it an audio input capture? Microphone, yeah, because see, that's just coming up with microphones. Wrap the res with the Kit Kat wrapper. I do not know how to make our audio work. No, desktop, I mean, everything's turned down a little bit, but that's just so I'm not too loud. Desktop audio is completely open, but like nothing is being played through it, as far as I know. So advanced audio properties, no, that's not it. This is so crap, guys. If anybody, Matt just got louder. Well, I didn't change anything with my mic. So speakers, it should be like as soon as I set it to speakers, it should work. Like, did anybody hear the intro music? I could, like, when I played the, oh, that's a media source. That's why the PPC's video played. But other than that, I don't know what setting to switch, guys. This is goofy. Oh well. Audio, yeah, it's still desktop audio devices, speakers, mic auxiliary, desktop audio device 2. Maybe if we enable both of them, now they might be able to hear us. Yeah, wait, audio input capture, that's mine. Oh, that's not a good thing to have. We're deleting audio. That's why I got louder. Sorry about that. Desktop audio 2 doesn't have anything either. And audio output capture doesn't have anything coming up, so I have no idea. Beautiful. Thank you, OBS. And we were doing a system memory utilization. So we have memory clock. I don't care about that. We need system memory utilization. Where is it? It's on the list here somewhere. They're doing volume. That's nice. Let's see. Current values. Voltages. No. Where's the utilization? We have GPU memory utilization. Oh, memory utilization right there. So we will make it a gauge, and we have to find it again. Memory utilization. It's going to be, let's see, white's nice, I guess. Make it a medium gauge. Minimum value 0 to 100. Show the icon. You can have that or not. Doesn't matter. Show value. Can't have white text with white background, so we'll make the text this cool blue. And we'll make it 10. There we go. We've got our nice little gauge. Someone's got to answer the swag question. We've got like at least 12 or 15 people watching as far as I can tell. Someone that needs to answer. I just can't believe I can't figure out this audio. It's annoying me a lot. But we've got, let's see, water temp, CPU, GPU temp, SSD temp, VRM temp, our memory utilization. These were each different CPU and GPU utilization. One was 1. Yeah, you can move. Yeah, so that one's CPU utilization, GPU utilization. I don't know. Is there anything that you guys wanted to see as far as, setting up one of these and the different, ways you can configure it? If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I've kind of covered all the different kind of items you can create. You can just create like labels. I like to put the time on mine. It's nice to have a little clock, so you can like add a clock. Oh, it's in a really crappy location and really crappy text, but we will fix that. Mighty Voice. Good job, Mighty Voice. Glue the wrapper to a vinyl sheet and wrap it around the block. Nice work. Okay, so we had our time down here. The time one is pretty simple. It gives it a label for some reason if you didn't know what a time looked like. So we'll get rid of this stupid label and we can make it much bigger. text size, 12. There we go. So you have like your 3:45 p.m. as well. So you can kind of just like monitor pretty much anything as long as you have a sensor for it. So depending on like your motherboard, or like in the case with my water temp, if you buy a sensor, you can monitor pretty much anything you want. This is IDA64, so it does, you know, go through your actual motherboard sensors. It's not a joke. Let's see. No more new questions, huh? Change my loop to PTG for a KitKat bar. That's a good one too, Jason. On stream questions though, we've got, oh, Mighty Voice asked an actual question a little while ago before the stream started. So Mighty Voice asked, what's the best way? Sorry, there's like 6 different chats here, okay? Give me this was just supposed to be a part of the show, and nobody can actually hear you complaining, so I'm looking crazy right now. What's the best way to joint acrylic 90s, flat ends, or 90 or 45s? Angled edges, in your opinion? Okay, well, I guess that depends on if you're gonna be, if you can see the seam. If it's just you gotta put 2 pieces together at a 90, just glue it together, I guess, and sand her down until it doesn't look terrible or not work. But say like you were doing a 2-piece PSU shroud like I've done before, I would definitely, if you can, I would 45 them. It'll be easier to make it look clean. But like in order to 45 the angles, it takes a little bit of work. I know Mark Van Acosta, if you watch Declassified Systems, he actually has like a little tile cutter is actually what it is. It's a little tile cutter table saw, and he has it set up so the table will actually tilt, and he can run his acrylic through and will do a 45 every time on the edge, which is a really nice way to do it. I do not have the time or the resources to set up a tool like that, so personally I always just join them at the 90, just stick them together flat ends like you were saying. And usually what I'll do is I'll use that, I don't have the glue with me, but I'll use that glue that I use on acrylic and kind of just overdo it a little bit, put a little extra on, and then I go back after it's dried, for 6 or 8 hours, and I'll sand it down and rinse and repeat until it looks like a clean seam, because that glue will just fit in or fill in the seam, and then you can sand it down, and usually your paint won't look too bad after that. Tor asked a while ago, if you drink the UV fluid, will you glow? No, you won't. What metal is a big no-no when making a loop? Jason, you're ruining. We'll see. No one else seems to be answering the fun little trivia questions, sadly. EK is gonna be mad. I don't think, yeah. Nobody from EK Attila's on Discord, but nobody else is around this weekend. Who knows if... Is it? What? Let me see this. I'll bring it in this one. Really? So there's all kinds of technical difficulties today? That's... yeah, for my PPC stream on Facebook, it still shows the intro screen. Do we even have 5 non-mods watching it? Yeah, I don't know how you guys like the Sunday stream. I was gonna say we're kind of wrapping it up as far as showing you guys how to do the sensor panel here. Obviously this isn't perfectly pretty, but you just kind of, as far as setting up your own sensor panel, just keep playing around with it. I'm always around for questions if you guys run into difficulties with it. It is kind of a pain in the butt sometimes to get things to work, but mixing metals, yeah, just keep playing with it and you'll figure it out. We do have another stream planned for Tuesday, which we should be finishing up the custom reservoir, or at least getting it very close. We may or may not have to do a part 3. We'll see about that. We'll be drilling and tapping the G1/4 ports, hopefully gluing it halfway together at least, and just getting the rest of it planned out. What's that? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, they can't hear you anyways. I can, if I turn you guys up, it should technically like reverb through my mic, but Oh, okay. Interrogating. Yeah, I was just running over the last of what we have to cover. Thursday, I plan on doing another bending live stream. I kind of did one when I was down in Florida, but this one, interrogating Sean because he might have an answer. I hope he does. Sean seems like he deserves some PPC swag. But Thursday stream, we're gonna be doing tube bending, and for the tube bending we're going to be doing like spiral and like just the curly Q bends as someone else put them in Facebook. That should be kind of interesting. I've tried it a few times. I've done it okay, I guess, but we'll see how it works out. We're going to try again on Thursday. Should have some more tubing coming in soon. So if you guys want to see some crazy bends and see if they maybe just go horribly wrong or not, stop in Thursday. That'll be at 8 p.m. Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Central Time for both. Tor gave you half of it. I really wish I could fix this. I mean, we're just kind of chilling and answering any questions people have left. I think we can mix copper. You can mix aluminum with brass? I guess yeah, that makes sense. Core desktop audio. I wonder why. I wonder if it has to do with my Discord settings. That's Sean, dude. That's another way to spell Sean. Wow, I just gave it away, but she just butchered your name, man. You're lucky you can't hear. You're lucky that he can't hear you, Lily. You're a dick. Let's see, voice of video, when others speak. I don't know how to make Discord come through here. So output devices, speakers, Realtek high definition audio device. It should be outputting through the desktop audio source. That makes no sense. But thank you, Discord or OBS. Speakers, Realtek high definition audio device, and nothing. Nobody is coming through. Huh. Nice work. Yep. Other than that, though, guys, I don't know. Like I said, we're kind of wrapping up here. If you guys have any questions left, we've made our little sensor panel, a crappy little one, but hopefully it gives you guys a rundown. I have made a video on how to do it as well, so you guys can check out that tutorial. I've linked it in the post for this stream. But thank you, everybody, for stopping by, and thank you, Lily and Jason, my silent co-hosts that no one can hear. I am not actually talking to myself, people. I'm not some weirdo in my room just streaming and talking to myself, although it looks like that. So I appreciate everybody stopping in. Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central Time is the next one. Oh, before I go, actually, though, we have, through the rest of tonight, we have our holiday sale. So, guys, there's 12% off any order. I think it's $50, I believe. So go order some stuff if you're looking for Christmas presents for people. 3D printed the holder. I have not. I have thought about like designing a 3D print, but I never got around because I don't know. I just never put in the time. But I would like to kind of just make like a housing for it, and you can almost just sell the display on its own, and people just do it as a plug and play mod. So that is a great idea, and I have considered it. If people are actually interested in it, just let me know, and maybe I'll put some more time into that. Discounts are always good. True, Jason. And we got our benders up. Benders are up for sale, so check those out, guys. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, though, and happy holidays. Thanks, guys, for stopping in, and all you guys that won, as Lily mentioned in text chat there, go and message me on whatever platform it is you are watching on, or I guess YouTube and Twitch. Message me on Discord or Facebook. So hit me up, guys. Hit up the next stream, and we'll catch you next time. I hope you all have a great one. See you later.